plan for today is simple. We are going to be workshopping what we're gonna do this next season for for the bronze beard. The bronze beard is I got a lot of things that I have ideas from, but I also wanted to workshop with other creators. And honestly, like, you guys aren't creators, but you guys have a lot of say in what the bronze beard does. I love the community building, so I'm really glad you guys are here. I'm really glad, especially like DJ Breakfast and Logan, you guys are really creative and would love your guys' input on the bronze beard and what we're gonna do this week or this year. React content, that's original. Yes. But we are reacting in a sense, but it's also, this video was hugely instrumental in, hey, how you doing, Marquis? I'm so glad you're here, Marquis.
So I tweeted out, like this tweet if you want to become a big streamer. And I tweeted this for 2 reasons. 1, I wanted Twitter likes. Please follow.
Please follow Ludwig. We are going to be taking a look at this. Don't start streaming before watching this video. This is going to be good for if you want, just good for like, where do you go? Where do we vision? Where do we, you know, what do we do from here? And this video was majorly like instrumental in my first year of streaming. So today we're going to rewatch it. I want to get re-inspired. I want to get ideas. What are some good ideas for this year for us? I want you guys' help in this. And let's look into what are some good things to do coming up. And this also gives you some background on like a lot of what is happening when it comes to doing this kind of stuff. Also, I'm a Ludbud. I watch Ludwig all the time, and he's a smart guy. Definitely just a he makes fantastic content, and I get a lot of ideas from him. So that's what we're gonna be growing together. So give me feedback in the comments. But
all the knowledge I have rolled up into one PowerPoint presentation, and the PowerPoint presentation is called "How to Make It Big as a Streamer."
I found this randomly. It was not me necessarily. I did not necessarily seek this out. I just happened to find it randomly, and it was awesome. So let's buckle up.
The entire goal of all this is making it big as a streamer, you know, because it's not that fun to stream and not have viewers or not make money from it. So I get it. A lot of people want this.
The reason I made YouTube, my channel, the only reason I made it was because I wanted to be a streamer that I thought was funny, or a guy who did YouTube that I thought was funny, and would also do things that are, I also wanted to do things that I thought were going to, I was just playing video games just for kicks. I'm not here to make it. I didn't necessarily start off wanting to make it big, but I do like the idea of growing the bronze beard and not punching my mic stand. Lit, good to see you. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for. I'm really excited for Marquis and Lit to listen to this, only because you guys are already being very successful, and I think that your feedback would be very awesome. Logan saying, do you want to limit your videos to games, or would you eventually be open to real life kind of stuff? I may be jumping the gun a bit on the question, but something that came to mind. Some IRL stuff I have thought about, but not necessarily that much, because it's kind of like, I like playing video games. And that's the other thing, is like the video game market is so saturated. So it's just kind of That's not really where I will be growing, is in that kind of stuff. But let's get a little bit more into it.
Play video game, make millions of dollars, work on own hours? What? Yes, I want to be streamer. Well, think about it a little. Think, why do you want? What do you want out of it? Let's just do a quick poll.
Why and what do you want? Major questions.
Poll in chat. How person who said yes, whether you said it to yourself or you vote. I know
I don't
it's a
care
bit
about polls.
corny. You need to do this right now. Write this down. This is not a joke. I'm being very serious. I want you to write this down. I know it's a bit corny. All right? Try to do it on pen and paper. If you don't have it, you can do it on your phone notes and take a screenshot. But really, actually do this. Write this down. 3 things. First of all, if you want to be a streamer, when are you going to start? Set a hard start date when you're...
All right, so number 1, start date. First thing we're going to do. I got my little notepad here. December, my first video came on you. This is not when I officially started, but my videos first came out. My first video, all the way down here, came out on December 18th, 2020. So, December 18th, 2020 is the Bronzebeard birthday. That's when everything happened. Logan saying, I think your community is what does end up splitting you apart from others in a saturated market. Being presentable, entertaining, and someone who a variety of people feel comfortable and relatable with. That is what draws and keeps a community going. That's right. 70. I don't know what you're yelling 72 about, but I love it. But yeah, December 18th, 2020 was the first time I uploaded this video. So that's not when I started. Oh, that's also your birthday? I love that. That's awesome, DJ. So that is that's huge. That was that's what we wrote down our start date. So let's talk about what the number 2 is. But that's always good because it's oh yeah, the font size. The font size is huge. But at least now we can read it. Now here's the thing though. The thing also that we're trying to get at is, so if you are a new streamer, having a goal of where do I go, where do I start, is good because that means you're gonna kick your butt. You're gonna get your butt in gear, and that's really healthy. All right.
2, write your goals for 1 year out. This can be for the start of 2022, maybe 1 exact year, maybe a few months. It doesn't really matter. All you need to do is have a set period of time and goals you would like to achieve by the end of that set period of time. Now, look, this is not your end goals. If you want to be the biggest streamer in the world, you don't have to write, I want to be the biggest streamer in the world by 2022. It's not really realistic. But you can write goals on the way to your final goal. And it's okay if you don't have everything figured out. At least write something down that you would like to do. And hey, this doesn't have to be numbers. Like, streaming doesn't necessarily imply you need to be a big streamer.
Yeah.
Maybe your goal is just to make a community that you really like being a part of. Maybe it's just to record all of your Rocket League gameplay, in which case it's very easy to achieve your goals.
That's really important. A really important note he just made is to your goals don't need to be numbers based. So one of my goals that was my first year that I'm going to make for my second year is to not sacrifice my family for the Bronzebeard. And I've done that. I've been very open with my wife about, like, hey, is now a good time to go stream. I'm very irregular in my stream time because I don't have time for it. I don't have time to just go, hey, I'm going to do it now. like I don't have time to be regular with it. It's if I have free time, then I can go do it. So that's why like ringing the notification bell on my YouTube, that allows you to know when those videos will come out, because those are pretty consistent. But as far as Twitch, that's what like we've still got a follower goal right here, because one of the reasons I moved my streams over to Twitch is because not a lot of people ring the bell on YouTube. That's less people ring the bell than they do hitting the like button, and almost nobody hits the like button. Unless I mention for people to do it, nobody's going to do it. And so it's nice to be on Twitch, because Twitch sends out the notification, hey, Bronzebeard is live, and it kind of gives you a preface of what I'm doing. So that's why I decided to go here. And also I only need 50 followers to start getting paid. And that it's kind of like what you were saying, Logan, is a community that sets you apart. I wanted to get that. The problem with that tight-knit community is trying to get other people involved, and that's really that other call to action that, like, Literary's been doing this, and myself have been doing this, is trying to get people to share your content with other people so that you can get more subscribers, more followers. And really, that's, again, it's part of the community. The community is what sets you apart. Like you were saying, Logan, the community shares your content. Word of mouth, by far, always travels better than any advertisement could ever do. But you need to have people actually share your content. So let's finish out what he's describing 1 year goals.
Success isn't based on how big of a streamer you are. It's based off the goals you set and your ability to achieve them.
Yes, please. That's one of the coolest things. I love this so much. Ludwig's saying, success is not determined by your numbers. Yes, success is affected by your numbers. Or I love the lurking sips. Love your face. But the success success for you as a content creator needs to be based off of your goals. What are your goals? Because those goals will continue to push you forward. If you succeed in your goals, then you will continue to be a content creator. If your goal is to be the best streamer in the world starting with 0 streams, then that means you will not be successful. You're in a meeting while we are in a meeting. That's true. Literally saying, yep, I tried doing Saturday mornings for stream, but it became too much, which is crazy because you're just playing video games, right? But it's that you just can only do so much. Tuesday now are when I only stream. Yep, you got to do. I have audio muted so I can't hear anything. That's all right. We still love you. Final thing. Okay, so this is what I've deemed this, nobody said this, but I always mention this in the past where I've said this is Ludwigs 3. I've never in my time of doing this video have moved past this page. And this page was super impactful. So, goals for this year. Goals for this year. Number 1. First goal. I don't sacrifice family for channel. I will never sacrifice family time for channel. I would rather, and I've done this already in 2022, not uploaded a video because it would have taken away from my family. And I will not sacrifice my family for this channel. This channel, there's some goals that I've like personally made and I've realized. So like putting my kids up on stream is I don't take a lot of pictures of my kids. Like my parents used to take pictures of me. So I don't have like that kind of stuff to look back on. But I can upload videos. I can do the streams. I can upload VODs as a way of giving something to my children for them to remember me by. And I like that they get to remember me by being somebody who's funny and being somebody who is there for them and could do fun, creative stuff with them. Saturday morning after running a night of D&D. Yeah, that would be insane. Watching a dyslexic type is entertaining in and of itself. So careful and slow. You're right. I am very dyslexic and that very much is a struggle. So my first goal is to don't sacrifice family for this channel. Second goal for this year is to reach affiliate on Twitch. This is the first time out of the 2 years, so this is year 2 of Bronzebeard, that I've ever put a goal like this. I probably should go get my notepad and share with you my first year goal, but I don't have it. I don't know where it is. I think I know where it is, but I'm not going to bother with that. But this is the first time I have a numbers goal. And this is not too difficult. This has been starting to be a thing, which I've enjoyed. This is just like a lot of my followers right now on Twitch are people that are friends and family. This has not been like random folks. The most random folks, and this is actually kind of a third goal. I love creating community. This goal, so creating an awesome community, I love community building. My youth ministry has been so much fun to create a place where people feel like they can belong. I love that. I want the Bronzebeard to be a place where you can come and you can feel encouraged. You can feel like, I want to remember you. I don't want to create memories with you. I want this to be like a family kind of thing. And we've kind of felt that. I mean, when we were like, one of the first thoughts was like with Literary, when he was trying to get to, I think 250 subscribers, and we posted it, and like some of the people on the Discord chat weren't following, and we just, let's get you there. Let's lift each other up. Let's push each other forward. I've started doing giveaways on more frequently because I got a raise, and this is the first time in my life I've had regular spending cash. And one of the ways I wanted to use my regular spending cash, because I'm a youth pastor, I don't make money. That's you know what I mean. And but one of the ways I wanted to create an awesome community was to start doing giveaways. And so I do coffee giveaways on Twitter every Saturday, where we just kind of hand things out. And I love that. I want that. It's a place where and I do it during Self Promo Saturday, which is a place where just talk about yourself, talk about what you're building, talk about what you're creating. And then I just Venmo people like $5, and that's fun. That was a great way of me to give back into the community. Yeah, it was a great surprise. Now almost to 300, which is crazy to think about. It is crazy to think about. So that's one of my goals, is to create an awesome community. Number 4. So don't sacrifice family for channel. Reach affiliate on Twitch, which is 50 followers. Create an awesome community. I would like to continue to post videos regularly. I got 5 goals in that's just one. I want to continue to post videos Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. I think that's very achievable, especially with random Twitch streams. I literally just finished, these videos aren't out yet, but I just finished Breath of the Wild, so that'll be concluding in about 2 weeks. And then I'm going to be starting up a new game, which is Outer Wilds. I think it's Outer Wilds. Let me just double check. Because my cousin bought it for me, and I've never played it. And he was like, "Why don't you play this game that I want you to play?" Yeah, Outer Wilds. So we'll be playing Outer Wilds, which will be fun. Then the last one. So I would like that to just be regular. Continue to do so. The only reason this won't happen right here is because of number one. Number one filters down all these other things. Say no more. Yeah, Aaron got so happy when he was like, so my last one for this year is to say no more. And honestly, saying no, I've found out that's really for me. Like, I have to say no to myself. I am such an entrepreneur in my mind. I say so much to myself that I don't, like, I've already do 2 podcasts. I do the Some People's Kids podcast, which is youth pastors walking alongside other youth pastors. It's a way, even if you're not in ministry, it's a great one to listen to. Just there's a lot of good stuff there if you even work remotely with students. And if you like me and another youth pastor making fun of each other, then that's a good one to go to. I created another one for my youth ministry as a way of, so we have our Monday night youth group, we have Wednesday morning Bible study, and then I wanted something for like that Friday to give you a little boost, something to help you out and make it to the end of the weekend. So I interview students and leaders and have just been posting that. And it's really simple to do. I've loved doing podcasts. If you ever have questions on how to make a podcast, or I've got ways to, I just know a lot now because of that. And I was like, oh, it would be so fun to do a creator podcast. I thought about calling it the Bronze Cast and like learning how to like interviewing. I wanted to do it with Ulit and Marquis and Sips and Logan and just these other people that I trust and want to create with. And I was like, how do I build this like idea? And I kept like thinking about this goal that I wanted to do for this year. And I thought it was saying no to other people, but I realized that I have to say no to myself. I don't have time to do that. Like, I barely have time to do this. I can't do more. I'll have to let this lie. So say no more. And really, this is say no to me more. I just get too many ideas. And honestly, sometimes I might be able to, some of my ideas I might be able to say yes to. But that's like talking to folks. Like, I talked to Logan about a lot of my ideas. I talked to my wife about a lot of my ideas. And really, those 2 people get the brunt of all my weird and wacky ideas, and a lot of Logan's really good at encouraging those ideas and refining them. And my wife is really good at encouraging those ideas and refining them, but they do it in different ways, where my wife will be like, you have no time for that. That's a bad idea. And my brother's like, dude, let's go. And I need both of those people in my life. I need both of those people. Somebody to say, well, let's think about the details, and somebody to go, I want to be as excited as you are. And I love that. So thank you, Logan, for being that person. And thank you, Jess, for being that person. All right. Those are my goals so far. If you guys are writing down goals, great.
Thing to write down. 3 to 5 creators you want to emulate. Not necessarily that you like, because maybe you like Shroud, but you don't frag like Shroud frags. So write someone that you like that you think you could emulate. Here's an example of mine. I've done this. I know I'm being a bit corny, but this really happened. I did this in 2018. I wrote down all my goals. I didn't actually just do it for stream. I did it at New Year's. I did it for many different things in life, but these are my stream ones. I wanted to hit 2,000 subs, 100,000 followers, 1 million unique viewers.
Anyway, so he goes into his kind of stuff. A lot of his are numerical because he can be numerical. He's a big time streamer. He can have a decent thing of being 2,000 subs. He wants to be punctual, which he still isn't. But then also he wanted to go full time. back in 2018. Now he's one of the biggest guys on Twitch, or was one of the biggest guys on Twitch. Now he's huge on YouTube. And then he's got these different kind of streamers, and he'll explain a little bit of why he wants to be like those folks. But we don't really need to go too much into that for this. So, and I know one of Lit's goals is to go full time, which I think is dope. And I would love to help encourage that and be there for it. Logan says, I'm a booster baby. Yes, you are. Hey, I'll take it. I need those kind of people in my life, Log. I don't know boundaries because I suffer from the same things you do, and I like excitement. Yeah, which is why I love my wife, because she reels that in. The first big goal for myself this year was a successful launch of Winds of Calamity, which has been awesome, and I've been listening to the VODs because I can't make it to the live, which, considering nothing went wrong, players had fun and general positive response. Yeah, that's a big check mark, bro. That's a big check mark already. All right, so people I want to emulate. So let's see. I am a huge fan of Ludwig. Like, I'm watching one of his videos right now. I like the way Ludwig is so fast, so smart, so witty. I love that. I want that. He's also not afraid to play random miscellaneous games just because they're fun to play with other streamers. And I would love to do that. I would love to play, like, there's one game called, I think it's called Spy Game or Spy Party, and I want to play that with, like, Logan and Lid and Sips and Mark and, like, Bardic and Pip. I think that would be so much fun to do. And I would like to do kind of like my idea that I had for the Bronze Cast, but to do that while playing a game with those folks. Just a simple game, and I can just talk to the person and we can chat. I think it'd be fun to do with Frosty and with Tasty Doom, which those two guys I met on Twitter, and that has been super fun relationships to build. And that's what I love. Like, that goes back to this whole create an awesome community thing. But Ludwig's really good at including chat into he's very good at thinking outside the box. He's very good at creating an environment where his chat feels like part of the game, and I like that. Somebody else, I've always been a Markiplier fan since day one. I like Markiplier, and this I like Markiplier and Dr. Disrespect because of their editing style. I wish someday I will make enough money to, my goal eventually, if I get 1,000 subscribers, is to hire an editor. And that editor is going to then be the guy, like, he gets all the money that I make off of YouTube. Honestly. They'll get all the money I make off of the YouTube videos. Because then I'll get my money from Twitch, I'll get my money from random other side hustles. But I want the way Markiplier and his editor communicate. I love that. And then Dr. Disrespect is, like, talk about hype train. I mean, if we go to just one of his videos. So he's on right now, but he is so good at hyping. No, let's go here. Like, one of his videos is just, where is it? I just want a madman.
So I've got my
I don't care about this. Boom. Like, this is great. the way the music works. Look at how the way the music works. He's amped. He goes so hard. I love this. I'm so in. I'm so in. He's so good at doing that. I want that kind of power. And if you watch any of his videos, just watch any of the small ones where it's just compilations. It's so good. So good. I'm just floored by it. And then Cool Carl. Cool Carl, if you don't know, is a Cool Carl, part of Sunday Cool Teas, which it is good to see everyone. They are two other youth pastors who are content creators, and they are honestly these guys are super funny, and I love that you can be funny and a Christian, and that's great. I love that. Because you can be funny, be clean, have clean humor, and like I'm obviously I'm a Christian. That's not a surprise to anybody. I don't hide it. You know, I talk about it all the time. But also, it's not like my bronze beard is purely Christian entertainment. Like one of the games that I'm going to eventually play is the BioShock series, which is very gory, very graphic, but it's one of my favorite games because of the storytelling. And so we're going to eventually play that game, and it's going to be rough, and it's not going to be a show. That one's not going to be one that I show my kids. My kids don't get to watch that. I want to play Alien Isolation. That's probably another one that I'm not going to let my kids see. But I'm a clean commentator. That's my gig. That's the thing that kind of sets me apart, is that my whole goal with my gaming is that I'm a clean commentator. Because there's going to be people that want to watch it, but also want to watch it with their kids in the room.
I want it to be punctual, and I want it to go full time.
Anyway, so let's go to let's go over here.
Sometimes involves making people feel very excluded, so that everyone else feels
Ad. Don't care about emotes. Yes. Shocked. We've already written things down. You've written things down. Here's the editor responding.
If you didn't write anything down, but you want to be a streamer, this is the #1 best thing you can do. The absolute only lesson to take away from today if you want to make it big on Twitch. Quit.
I love it. He added that music in. It was great. Quit. He's telling you, if you didn't write anything down, quit.
Fucking quit right now. That is my advice to you. Yeah. If you didn't even take the 1 to 2 minutes to write something down from a man who is a top 100 streamer who knows a thing or two.
When I first watched this, I paused the video and I wrote things down, not thinking he was going to do this. And when he did that, I literally wiped the sweat off my brow and was like, I passed.
Who knows a thing or two, then I promise you, you will not make it through 0-1 viewer streams for 5-6 hours at a time. It's going to be miserable. You're going to hate it. It's not going to be fun, and you're not going to achieve your goals if you didn't even write them down in the first place.
Oh, preach. Okay. This is the hard thing, is there are so many times where you can be so discouraged when you're looking at your viewer count while you're streaming on YouTube regularly. It was always 1, maybe 2 streamers. The reason I have maybe 7 people on right now is because of the community that I've been able to achieve. And that's not even like I haven't achieved this community. These are people that I've literally been thrown into. Like literary and I met up because of Marquee. Like we re-met up because of that. I think. There's a bunch of, and like moving over from YouTube to Twitch because of the notification process, like that was the only reason I moved over to Twitch, was because Twitch informs my followers that I'm going live, because there's nobody's hitting the notification bell on YouTube. The power of subverting expectations. He does pretty well at that. He does. Ludwig's really good at that. But this is like, it's so discouraging to sit there and do multiple streams with just one person watching. Yeah, we know each other because Spokane, because of Sips. From there, Marquee re-met up. Yeah, I'm so happy to see my friends all growing. I like the little community we've been able to create and grow. Yeah, which is so dope. And like that is why I have I have 7 viewers right now. And Twitch gives you 1 viewer because I'm technically viewing my own thing. So you're never just with 0, but you are definitely 0 people viewing if you only got 1. But that's like, so that's part of this. And yeah, well, you just have to deal with it, Logan. You're part of my life. Like there's only 2 of us brothers. So if we didn't support each other, what else is going to happen? But anyway, that's what, like, if you are able to take the time to write stuff down and grind it out, what your goals are, then you're able to make it through 1 view streams. That's, I think I talked to my brother about this, and maybe even Lit about this, but we've talked a lot about what is it like to have an audience of 1. And like, a lot of that was like, when I do my YouTube videos, I grew accustomed to making commentary to an audience of 1, commentary to myself, and doing things that I thought was funny, because that's part of like doing YouTube videos, is that you don't have chat to bounce things off of. You have to create it all up on the fly, and if it falls flat, you don't know. You don't have people telling you that your jokes aren't funny. They just won't watch your stuff.
And this is not trying to be mean, but let's just take a guess. Chat, I want you to guess right now. Tell me the number of people who streamed last month. 50,000. Sure. 650,000. Wow. 5 million. Okay. Sure. Big range. It is 6.9 million.
6.9 million streamed. This was done a year ago. That number's higher.
6.9 million unique streamers every month. Streaming is not as it was in 2013. It is very well known, it is very mainstream, and it is very competitive. If you wanted to become the best employee at Walmart, the largest company in the world in terms of numbers of employees, you'd have to beat out 2.2 million people.
True, yours is very improv heavy. Mine, I can at least do a script to go off of, but even then, I don't know if the subject will land. That's true. And especially with but like, you take the time though, Lit, because you know what kind of stream or what kind of content you're producing. You take the time to do the script. And that is huge and for the success of your channel. And you can tell that it's landing because of the, like, you're almost at 300 subscribers. As a D&D content creator who, doesn't really have a great, like, your audio setup is great. Your video setup, like the webcam, you know, it does 60 you're going at 30 FPS. But you have 300 subscribers. That's a third almost of the way of getting to 1,000. And your stuff is popping off. That is money. I'm dying. Family's getting over being sick. which is great because you can still do this. But look how saturated, that's what he's getting to, is that he's showing the point that this is a saturated community. And how do you set yourself apart in a network of 6.9 million people?
That's just the numbers. That's just the facts. You'd have to be a better bagger. You'd have to be a better stalker. You'd have to be better at counting than 2.2 million Walmart employees. Then you'd
listen. I preach for a living, Lid. I love going hard. I love yelling. I love amping it up. This is for real. This is life. This is me.
be the best in the world. It is 3 times harder to do that on Twitch. And look, I know that some of these streams might only do it once and whatever, but at least you can try to gauge the numbers. Just for even more reference, there are 45,400 partners. Those are people who I would say have made it. And made it is loose because to be a partner, to apply, you only need 75 average viewers, which, you know,
that is true. I am also in my basement with a broken window. Harris Heller just came out with a video that talked about a heated mouse pad, and that was like $30. And so I made a wish list of things I want to get for my stream, and that's on the wish list. But look at this. 45,400 people are partners with Twitch out of 6.9 million. So 66% made it. 0.66%. That's not affiliates. That's partners. I haven't made it to affiliate status. Lit, Marquis, Bardic, they've all made it. They haven't even made it according to these numbers because they're not partners, they're affiliates.
good amount, and there's weird things that they do that they like my tweet on Twitter. And so mathematically, about 120, 150 people will make it. The other 21,000 XXX, peace. GG. It's just a fact. It is just a numbers game. And look, don't let that be too daunting to you because there are some pros. First of all, you make your own hours when you stream, and that's a good thing. That's really hype. You're your own boss. This, just for some reference, is how many hours I work. It's not insane. It's not as many as someone who's like a doctor or whatever, but I streamed this many hours, November, December, January, past 3 months. And I spend about 25 hours a month on YouTube. That's one, making thumbnails and titles, but mostly actually just looking at what works. And
I've honestly been trying to streamline my thumbnail game because there is an art to making thumbnails. But yeah, this is why we're watching this, to grow, to learn all the nuances of becoming a streamer. Like, this side hustle has so much going on.
Trying to re-emulate that success. And then like 20 hours.
Hey, thanks for the follow, Catherine. I appreciate it. Thanks for hopping in.
Sponsors, or like when I do a stream on chess.com, or whatever it is. I spend, I would say, roughly 200 plus hours a month. And then there's also the aspect that I'm always on. You know what I mean?
He's going to go into this thing, too, about what does it mean to be always on. When he's talking about being always on, he is talking about, like, his DMs are always open. He's always looking for opportunities. He's always looking for ways to, like, use his... This is the other thing, too, is if you want to go hard in the paint to make it to that 0.66%, you need to be on. You need to be on to a point where you're always posting things on Twitter, on Instagram. You're figuring out ways to make it on TikTok. And I think that's what slows me down. I can't go on like that. I can't go hard like that. I have to. I have a family. I have a job. This is a side hustle. So I'm not at all going hard into my, I'm not going to figure out how to go on Twitter or on Twitch. But that's not what I'm trying to, what's the other T one? TikTok. Goodness gracious. Catherine, I'm so hyped that you're here. Appreciate it. Get it, sis. It takes so much to be a content creator. And like, I've been wanting desperately to get in. It's not even one of my goals. So we've, shorts on YouTube are huge. Shorts will get you noticed and help bring in the broader community to look at your channel. I have so many ideas of shorts I want to do for my channel, but I have no time. And like that, if you want to get big, you have to take the time to hit the grind so that you can be big.
Like
streaming in and of itself will not make you, successful. All right, let's get into just kind of the money things.
Something to keep in mind. But you can make a lot of money. And this is how much streamers make. This is rough. I don't think we're allowed to say specific numbers. It goes against a contract. But roughly, if you average 100 viewers, I think you can expect to make about $1,500 on stream. Honestly, if you're a smaller streamer, the amount of money you will make will be higher because people like supporting smaller streamers, so you'll have more whales. It's
whales. I like that. People that just help carrying you. This is the thing too. So like, you don't get any money on YouTube until you become, until you reach 1,000 subscribers. That is when the money comes, and it's going to be very consistent, because that's just, a lot of people will stream and then post those videos onto YouTube, and that already is a huge grind. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to take this video, I'm going to download it off of Twitter because I forgot to press record, or download it off Twitch. I'm then going to edit it. I'm going to take the time to edit it. I'm going to then create a thumbnail. So I have to be creative when creating the thumbnail, and then I'll post it to YouTube. Then we take it from there, and now it's going to consistently get things based off of that YouTube, or now it'll consistently get views, whereas the VOD on Twitch will not get consistent views for a long time coming. So I just love looking at these numbers, because this is just going to give us, ideas. It'll give us a push towards our goals. It'll help us kind of, how do we accomplish things? We're only going to make it halfway through this video before I have to end. And then that means we'll have to come back to it, which I love. I love that.
Giving money to smaller streamers, and then middling streamers like 1,000 to 5,000, not so much. And then big streamers, they go back to being whales and stuff. But this is per month. This is monthly. I would say you make about 2,000 a month if you average 100 viewers. If you ever average 1,000, then you start making pretty good money. Honestly, I put negative here. I think you'd be losing money on YouTube at this point. You probably wouldn't be getting enough.
I need to start doing that for YouTube. I currently do it for TikTok, but might just stick to YouTube. Honestly, Catherine, TikTok's huge. So, and honestly, if you just took your TikTok video and re-uploaded it to YouTube as a YouTube short, boom. You don't have to, that's not more work. I mean, the more work is you're re-uploading something, but I don't think you have to do too much because the TikTok video, that's huge. TikTok's massive right now. And that's a great way of creating that some familiar content. And you're getting the same, and honestly, if you did the same thing if you uploaded the same video to TikTok that you did to YouTube, that you did to Instagram, that is going to get the whole gambit. Those are the three major hitters for that shorts content. And people, like, my view durations are almost don't make it to 5 minutes. Most people won't sit and watch a full-length video. They like the shorts content. And that's the major key. Only big fans and supporters are going to make it past the 5-minute mark for most of your videos. And so if you're going to, I think Catherine, that you're going to nail it if you're just tossing it in. And if you want to go longer, go longer. Because honestly, if you're not doing this for yourself, then you're going to get burnt out. You got to do what you like.
Views, and then you're paying your editor. Please pay your editors, by the way. okay? I don't care how much you love Bernie Sanders, you gotta pay him. So you gotta pay your editors, so you're probably losing money on YouTube. We'll get into that in a bit.
Well, and I'm my own editor. I'm my own editor. Which is like, I got a family. I love my children. Again, remember, everything I do for this goes off of this. This is my number one goal. This is my number one goal in my first year. This is my number one goal going into my second year. She's his emotes. She's already a Twitch professional. That's true. I will not sacrifice my family for this channel. I'm not going to do it. I've got big ideas of how I want to edit my stuff. I don't have time to do it. So the way I edit is the way I'm going to, it's just short, quick. I've got a few things that I know how to do, know what to do. I can only do so much. Let's see. I enjoy editing, but dang, does it take time? Yes, it does. And if you don't got the time for it, then you can't do it. Especially like what would encourage me, like what would make me proud of a video versus making the video like that's good. I like making videos that's good. I like that video. But like proud of that video, the Bop It challenge so far this year is the video that I was proud of. Like that whole thing, proud. I loved it. It didn't take much editing. But like very consistently, my videos are like, all right, that was okay. That was all right. I liked it. Just starting out, we be trying out here. That's right. That's for real. Worth it. Family comes first every time. Preach it, sister. Preach it.
You should still be doing YouTube. If you start getting to like 1,000.
Hey, thanks for the sub. Just got that notification. Appreciate it, sister.
Tax, and you'd be taxed a little bit more than a normal job as a contractor, but regardless, you still make pretty good money, and you have the upside to make a lot of money. Now, this 10,000 viewer number is obviously varies wildly, but I even looked at a streamer like Tens. That's actually where I pulled this. Tens, he has like 5,000 subs. He has a contract with an esports org.
Anyway, so some of the things that I would make that I kind of got this from Harris Taylor, which would be a fun video to go into too. And as we continue to grow together, is to I wanted to, like, I have swag. I've got merch. All of my merch I make $1 or less on because I want it to be cheap, because it's just another way of getting my name out there. It's progressing the word of mouth. I gotta jump back to work, but I'll be back if I can. If not, I look forward to more of your streams. This is great. Blessings, friend. Hey, thanks, Catherine, for the follow. Thanks for the love, sis. Enjoy work. Thanks for dropping in while you could. But yeah, this is like this is where I'm kind of leaning on when it comes to the income that I can get. That's when I like looked up how do I get supported as a small streamer. So that's where I found Seek Jesus Company, that apparel company. So far, no clicks. I got clicks for people to go look at the merch, but then honestly, like I'm not like trying to make money as a streamer. Again, this is a side hustle. It's for fun. It's for kicks, and that's what, like, none of these goals. The only goal is this one. This is a money goal. That's the reason I have 50 followers, is because I wanna. That's when I can start making some pocket change, and that pocket change I will invest back into this channel. So it's not like going to make me any more money when it's actually just going to be creating more to make this experience more, to create the better community, do more giveaways, and help with videos to be posted. And it'll be that money will also have to be like adjusted by my own self. Like it will, anyway.